Greetings and salutations, Second Star right back with some more Raid Shadow Legends, and today we're going to be talking about patch 1.15. True to their word, Plarium said they were going to have a faster content schedule and they were going to be more communicative when they put the content out, and true to their word, they have. Patch 1.15 notes are here ahead of time, and there's some interesting stuff in here. There's some bad stuff in here. There's some stuff I questioned in here. So let's go over the good stuff. I'm going to skip the stuff that I'm just not interested in. So let's just go with the Undying Clan Boss. I think that's a great quality of life change, as they have labeled it. And come in late to the party one day. The clan boss that you can hit comfortably is dead already, and now you can't get the good chests or the double chests or whatever you want to get the next day. You can't get it, but now you can. You can put on your proton pack and attack the clan boss's ghost. Evidently, so that's good. You can Venkman it out and live out your Ghostbuster fantasies. Also, there will be additional player levels. I don't know if you've heard something about this at all. They is a point of contention, and rightfully so. On our journey from level 0 to level 60 in Raid, we always got an energy increase when we achieved another level. They have put the kibosh on that, and from 61 to 100 there will not be an additional level cap increase. And I guess they've done it because, you know, the accountants looked at it and they're happy with using 130 energy as a baseline. I guess they've keyed all of their dungeon runs with this number in mind, how many, you know, refill packs they can sell with gems or cash or what have you, and they want to keep it that way, and they are putting profit over player. That's just the way it is. All right, and I don't know why anyone would have expected anything different. This isn't a slam on Plarium itself. It's a brutal calculus. I don't like it. But Wales, you know, again, 10 to 20% of the player base supports the entire game. Plarium does not care about low spenders at all. They care about whales. They care about bringing in new people. If you fall in the but I want my more energy, I'm not going to give you my $5 this week, they're not going to care. They just aren't, right? It stinks. I don't like being in this position. I'm a low spender myself. I only spend when I want to get something done, like that day, right? That's it. That's the only time I ever do it. So this is just one of those things where it's not a developer's choice. This is a bean counter choice, and I don't like it. It sucks. And additionally, you know, every 5 levels we're going to get the you earned it, now claim it with your money spiel. Those packs are going to come up, but there will also be rewards, right? Every 5 levels we're going to get rewards, and that's going to be cool. And I'm just going to think about it like that. I'm not going to think about level 61 through 100 being something I'm trying to chase. It's just something that's going to happen organically as I play the game, right? I'm not going to play the game to get to the end faster. I never do that. As you can tell by how I'm not very far in the game, even after playing for a year, because I'm just having fun, right? So if I mean, I get it. The YouTube content creators who are much bigger than me have voiced their opinions to Plarium how this is a bad idea, but if it doesn't fit in, you know, dollars and cents wise, they're not going to do it. And I just don't know that this is I don't think the whales are going to stop playing because of this, right? I don't think this is the hill that they're going to die on, you know, a couple more energy per level. You know, I wish I could say otherwise, but this just doesn't seem like something that's going to manifest itself in any kind of positive way. I don't think they're going to change it. I wish they would, but I mean, just read the thing. To preemptively answer one of the questions, no, the energy pool will not increase past level 60. So they know, they've evaluated, they've decided, and they put in a cheeky little comment to shut you up. You know, it's just, yeah. I don't know what to say about it. This does not seem like something that we're going to convince them otherwise of. I don't know. They did give us a bribe today of 1,000 energy, so that was nice of them. Kind of like Saudi Arabia during the Arab Spring, right? Like, oh, we don't want our people to uprise and revolt, just give them things. and it worked. All right. So, okay, there are arena onslaught tournaments. I don't know what those are. They don't really seem like they know what they are either, because they're not even going to be launching on the day of the update. So I think we'll just table this until later. Maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe it won't. The information here is very opaque, so I'm not even going to try to speculate. Okay, but tournaments with additional conditions is pretty cool, right? Kind of like faction wars, where everyone's in the same faction. They might have stuff where you take your faction war team or whomever into dungeons and say lizardmen against the dragon, right? Which would be fun. Or stuff of the same rarity, which would also be really cool, right? A bunch of rares against a spider. How far can you get? That would be very interesting. I like doing things in a suboptimal way anyway, so that kind of is totally in line with the stuff I like to do. So very cool. Now here we go. This is going to get into the weeds a little bit because I find this very interesting. The champion balance and bug fix. I don't find this Skull Lord Vargal stuff interesting. I don't care about his decreased max hit point stuff. I don't really care about Fushan's grammar on his text tooltip. But the following skills are now multiplicative with other similar effects. Damage decrease effects, etc., rather than additive. Okay, so there has been, a little bit of a meta recently where stacking defense, and all these different defensive abilities can get you through a lot of difficult content. I do it. A lot of people do it. And what they're changing is they're now, rather than getting into all the math, I will get into some math later, but just on the defensive side, I think that what this is tantamount to is just diminishing returns as you stack these. I don't think it's going to be a huge nerf. I think it's going to be just a minor nerf. The numbers that I've seen preliminarily don't seem like huge changes, so I think we'll be okay. Maybe some fights will be a little tighter than usual, but I'm not too irritated with this change as far as defense goes, because multiplicative stuff, it all depends though, because I don't know where they're injecting that equation at what point in the process, and that's the issue. I'm being optimistic, right? I'm being optimistic on the defensive side. On the offensive side, it can really go either way. So we know with multiplicative is how healing is calculated, and it sucks. Right, but it's because it's always like less than 100%. Once multiplicative equations get over 100%, over the whole, they get very interesting, and they can actually be a huge buff. So I'm skeptical to say that Plarium is going to give a huge buff to something, but it kind of looks like that's where it's going. So Curse Hold on Richtof the Bold. Let me switch screens here. I have Murder Inc.'s spotlight on Richtof that he had done. And here this is Richtof right here. He's a vapor image because he's veiled. All right, he's cast his Curse Hold and it hit for 100,000 basically, right, against the boss. All right, there is no debuffs, no poison debuffs. The way Curse Hold works, and I'm assuming that right now they're saying Richtof the Bold, they're changing this from additive to multiplicative, but this may branch out into other effects, right? So that's why I'm trying to project. Okay, so Curse Hold, every poison debuff gives him an additional 20% crit damage, which is awesome, right? And right now that's additive, and you can see it as being additive, right? As let's see, let's press play. So we see this 100,000 buff go, and you know what? I'm probably right over Murder Inc.'s face, aren't I? That's super rude. Let me go over here. Look, we're in a collab, and he doesn't even know it. Okay, so now we'll go back over to the other screen so I can pause. All right, he's gonna go. He's gonna put down his Bloodletter. There we go. He gets his 3 buffs, and then he's going to get veiled, and then he's going to go with his Curse Hold again. Okay, there we go. He cast Curse Hold, and now it's 160,000. And now how perfect is that? 20% of 100,000 to 20,000. 3 of those is 160,000. It lines up. But what that is, though, is the crit damage inflicted, not the crit damage percent of the champion, because we know from the beginning of the video that his crit damage is 262. We know his attack is almost 5,000. Those numbers don't quite translate. I can't make there's a bunch of secret sauce in between. Richtof has a damage buff. There's a decreased defense down on the boss. So there's a bunch of stuff going on that is messing stuff up in the middle, but if we just look at the crit damage, it's a perfect 20% plus 20% plus 20% with the 3 poison debuffs. So it kind of makes me think that you're not impacting the critical damage percentage of the champion, but the amount of critical damage you do. Now, that's an important distinction, and that's going to be very interesting going forward, because I don't know, is it going to be like one debuff is going to be 20,000, the next one's going to be 24,000, because that's 20% plus 20% of the 20%, and then 28,800, and then 34, as it goes on. So you could potentially, that 160,000 could be 175,000, rounding up. So it could potentially be a buff, or they could do it differently where it actually is a nerf. I don't know how they're going to go, and it's something to keep an eye on. I don't have Richtof the Bold. So when this patch comes through, someone let me know how it looks, what the difference is, and I'll be looking out also, because I find this very interesting. Because going forward, I think if they're going to make this kind of change on other champions, I want to know about it. Additionally, maybe this doesn't even matter. Maybe they're not going to include this multiplicative change with his own skills. Maybe it's only if he's in a team with Whirlum, and Whirlum's giving a plus 3%. I feel like such a nerd right now. Anyway, I don't know. This is all speculation at this point. So it could be a nerf, it could be a buff, but I think that it's going to be a buff. I don't know that it's going to be as huge a buff as some people are saying. I've seen some people speculating that it's if it's buffing, your crit damage, it could be even more. I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to be the crit damage that you are doing at that point. So I think the calculation is going to come after the other calculations, the base damage calculation. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm interested and excited to see where this goes, because it has potential to be big. Potentially. Okay, so, and also, there's a 10 times Bannerlord Summon event coming out. I believe it's on Friday, and Richthof is part of that. There's only 6 champions, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Richthof and Septimus are the 2 legendaries. Those are really good Bannerlords. Unfortunately, the other ones are Horden and Rowan, and I know who really cares about that. Those are not very good epics. Then Baron and Raglan. I like Baron and I like Raglan a lot, although I don't know that I would be breaking the bank to try to get either of those champions. Actually, I don't think I'd be breaking the bank to get any of the Bannerlords, even though Richthof and Septimus are pretty good. Septimus is fantastic. I would kill for a Septimus, but I wouldn't spend money for it. So if you have someone that you need to hit on, then maybe you need someone taken out, I would do that, but I wouldn't spend any money. Okay, so what else do we have here? Going back. Oh, sorry, let's go back over here. And then we'll go back over here. Reach out legends. Okay, miscellaneous improvements. What do we have here? Gold tier arena chest will see significant reward buff. That's always nice. Change effect on May 8th. Okay, so probably that's around when the patch is going to come out. But keep in mind that it will not retroactively change the rewards received on Monday that week. Most players will receive the updated chest on May 11th. So if you log in on Tuesday after the patch is dropped, your chest will not reflect the new awards, I guess, is what they're trying to get at. Okay, you will lock or unlock champions in the tavern. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Accessories will have an option to be sold from the battle results screen. Excellent. I hate having to go through accessories after the fact. That's a pain. Accessories will be added to tournament rewards. That's an awesome change. Champions required for an active champion fusion will be marked with a special icon. Thank you very much. Furthermore, there will be an alert pop up before these champions are sacrificed. So it's like, hey man, this Skullsworn, you could fuse a Skull Lord if you wanted to. No, I don't. Please sacrifice. I don't want that crap in my vault. Okay, you'll be able to sell artifacts and accessories from the battle result window even if your storage is full. My storage is always full, so that's nice. Improved UI for arena chests, tapping at show rewards. Thank you. Updated Plarium tier matchmaking. Your opponents will be chosen by their position on the platinum leaderboard rather than the arena points. Oh, that's really good because I don't know. I don't play platinum. I haven't the slightest idea. Hopefully that's a good change. In various UI fixes. Thank you very much. Guys, that's the change. The big things is no energy. That's what's really got the community excited right now. Again, I get it. Plarium really should just do the community solid and let us have that. But, we're talking money here, and money is always more valuable than people as far as corporations are concerned. So I don't expect anything to come of that. And then the multiplicative change is something that is really interesting to me, and I hope it's interesting to you, and I hope someone can clarify that for me in a more, permanent and makes more sense way, right? Because I'm excited to see that damage change, and I think it's going to change the way we look at putting these buffs together when we do our critical damage. So I'm excited for that. If you guys liked what I have been saying, please give me a like, comment down below if you have anything to add, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All right, I'll see you guys later. Take care, enjoy, have fun. I have a meeting in 6 minutes. All right, see ya. Bye.